Okay, well, hey there, Instagram and Twitch. Welcome to Queerantine Kitchen. It's me, Billy. I'm your host, and I am so excited to be back cooking with y'all. Today, before I bring my guest in, or before I invite my guest, I see your request. Perfect. Just 1 second. You can interact in the chat, either on here or on Twitch. But just remember, people who are gross and weird and say gross and weird stuff get kicked out. And there's really 0 strikes and you're out type of situation. So mind your manners, right? Do what your mom said. Mind your manners. Anyway, other than that, chat away. Let me know how your day's going. Let me know what is going on in your life. And I'm going to bring my guest, Robin, who was originally supposed to be on end of May, but it said send request.
Camera flip.
Camera flip.
There we go. Hi.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I am well. How are you doing?
I'm doing really, really well. I'm really excited to chat with you for the night. And thank you for rescheduling.
Yes.
That was so kind of you when I was in my recovery stage. Still in recovery stage, but I can at least say
yes.
that.
How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just about 3 weeks recovered. I'm not like, it's still like at a stage where I don't feel like I can run around or lift anything or exert myself so much. So it's very frustrating just to like stay slow because I don't do slow very well. But, and I think I pushed myself too hard in the first week. And now it's like, I'm paying for it now. So yeah, I know. But how are you? How are you, Robin? Tell everyone where you're at. And
I am well. Well, I'm down here in the good old southern Georgia. So yeah, I've actually been here since like '96 in the same town area since then. After coming over from England. I don't know how many people know I'm English.
You came from England? I did not know that.
Yeah. Got the Union Jack tattoo.
There it is. Well, how about that? I did not know that. So I'm already learning stuff today.
There you
already
go.
Learning.
Yeah. I am British, but I have a horrible English accent.
When did you? So you
96.
96. Okay, so you
Came
were
over.
like a kid. I don't know how old you are. So like, how old were you when you moved over?
It's gonna show my age. I was 2 years old at the time. I'm a baby.
Well, that's okay. We won't hold that against you. So for people who are just tuning in, what we do on the show is we both make something and then we talk about it. I am making tonight a pork tenderloin, sort of mushrooms and onions in a gravy with, oops, I spilled some milk over it, with some German spätzles, like some German like little egg noodle things, because I was feeling it. I have milk all over my counter, so I need to get a napkin. But what are you making?
I am making Scotch eggs.
Oh my gosh.
And those are an English dish where you've got dish. I say it's a food item. It's basically either a soft or a hard-boiled egg, depending on your egg cooking skills.
Okay.
And I'm wrapping them in pork. So I've got a mix of just some lean pork here, ground pork, and sweet Italian sausage that I'll be cutting open and mixing together.
Oh, damn. That sounds really good.
And then you wrap it in the egg inside of the pork and bread it, fry it. And something that I'm going to try for the very first time tonight. Now, I've made this dish for many years, and I've always deep fried them.
Okay.
However, I wanted to try something new, and
Hmm.
y'all get to see me use an air fryer for the first time.
Oh my gosh, that is a bold choice, but we love to see it on Queerantine Kitchen. Somebody who is trying something for the first time on the show. Like that's kind of a standard um, standard on here. And yes, I my friend Taylor is in the chat. He says I feel Scotch and eggs is probably easier than Scotch eggs. You're right, Taylor. That's
Scotch
probably
and
true.
eggs.
Scotch and eggs. Well, yeah. So you're making some Scottish food, and I'm making some German food. So we're just
Woohoo!
going all the way back over the Atlantic
We're
for this
going
one.
European tonight.
European. Well, yes, I guess. Yeah, Scotland is still part of the
Isn't
EU.
it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Is it? I'm not sure. I don't at me. I don't care that much. Hello, everyone in there. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing up a little bit of a dough. I've got some flour, and I'm just sort of I'm whisking in. I'm beating in some like eggs and milk, just to make kind of like a little. It's kind of like an egg noodle, but I'm not putting it through a machine. And I tried doing it
Okay.
with a whisk, which was a mistake. I'm all clumped up now because I didn't want to use the stand mixer because it makes a ton of noise. Um, so there you go. Taylor's telling us they want independence from the UK in order to be part of the UK. That's what I thought. That was my instinct. Thank you for the
Mm.
history lesson, Taylor. Oh,
Thank you, Taylor.
whoever this is, your profile picture is an Insta block. I don't need to see somebody's ass on here. Come on,
No, go
get better,
away.
get better, get better, get better
You
at
can
human.
you can do right. Have some decency, please.
You can do better. The human race. Okay, so I mix this dough up, and I'm gonna let it sit for like 10 to 15 minutes while I get everything else going. I've kind of got a bunch of different stages. We're gonna see how it goes. So I need my water to start boiling. I can do that. I have this
I,
on.
I,
That's
I started my water to pre-boil because I didn't want to wait for that.
yes. Well, I have to let the dough wait for 15 minutes anyway. So the
See,
bubbliness on this stream is just what I need right now. Oh, thanks, Maiden Ariana. Um.
I
So yeah.
so what I'm doing, I am pulling out half the eggs at the moment just because I want to be able to have a couple backup in case they don't hold when I open them
Hmm.
up.
Of course.
Kind of plan ahead. As an Eagle Scout, I am prepared.
You mentioned that you are an Eagle Scout, and that's really cool. But I will confess, I don't think we have that in Canada, and even if we did, I don't know what that means. So, oh, hello, Skipping Stone. Skipping Stone is here. I'll talk. Tell me what Eagle Scouts, and then we'll say hi to
Yeah.
Skipping Stone.
So Eagle Scout is the highest rank achievable inside in the scouting organization. Um,
Okay.
it used to be the Boy Scouts, and now it's the Scouts of America. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
They in the last couple of years, it's been really awesome. They have been a lot more gender inclusive,
Hmm.
and they've welcomed it up. So I started when I remember one of my earliest memories was in school was going in first grade to the music room
Hmm.
where it was to sign up to go into Cub Scouts.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so I went all the way through Cub Scouts, and that's until, gosh, I think sixth grade, maybe. I'm losing count. I'm trying to do 6 tablespoons of Dijon. I think that's six. Is that either 6 or 7?
Okay. Oh cool.
Um, yeah, and so from Cub Scouts, I went into Boy Scouts,
Hmm.
Scouts of America, right? And went all the way through the different ranks, and you learn a bunch of outdoor skills, uh,
See, that's all the same.
leadership.
That's all the same as what we have. No. But so it sounds kind of like just yeah, like it's like outdoors leadership, learn some skills, you know. Learn how to tie knots, learn how to put up a
Yep,
tent, all that stuff.
all that fun stuff. Yep.
Oh, so fun.
They learning how to build shelters, which came in handy on the Appalachian Trail. I'll get to that if we broach the Appalachian Trail topic.
Okay.
I
Wow.
need a
That's
spoon.
exciting. That is very exciting. And I'd love to hear more about that. But just because I did say that Skipping Stone is in the chat, I don't know who's monitoring that account right now, but Skipping Stone is a great organization that's based out of Calgary. And it is a support for, I don't know, kind of pretty much anything you could hope to look for and ask for as a trans person. And actually, my fundraiser for June dresses that I've been doing for the last couple weeks is all going to Skipping Stone. So even though we've hit the goal I originally set, it'd be awesome if you are thinking about making a donation. Thank you. If you're thinking about making a donation, there's a link in my bio after this show. Go in there. It's super easy to donate and give. And to everyone who has given already, you're amazing. Thank you so much for helping me hit the goal right away. And yeah, I want to hopefully help Skipping Stone keep in operation for years and years, because it was such an amazing help to me when I first came out, and just helped me feel confident and not like I was all alone figuring out how to transition, which was scary as hell. And I'm glad that there is a place in my city that had some help. So
Now, did you have that starting out, like from the beginning of your transition, or did you find them a little bit along the way? Because when I came out, like I had like 7 months before I had any sort of org or doctor to help me through that.
yeah, I had thank you, Amy. Donate to my June Dresses fundraiser at linktr.ee/BillieByDesign.
I've got my dress on.
You do. You look great.
Yeah.
What's on there? Little fishes? No.
It's got a fish. Yeah, and starfish. Oh, yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. So when I came out in December, I found it in like the February after. So it was only a couple months, which I felt like I was very lucky. And it's actually through Instagram that I, met.
And starfish. Oh, yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. So when I came out in December, I found it in like the February after. So it was only a couple months, which I felt like I was very lucky. And it's actually through Instagram that I.
Back? Yeah.
I'm back.
Hi.
Okay. Hi. That was weird. I don't know. We're having like some weird weather today, so it might be affecting it, or the internet really just doesn't want us to like cook together.
I mean, I was saying that the signal's got to go quite a distance.
Dang it. All right, that's okay. So hello, I'm back. I don't know. Did you see the question from Twitch about what your top is about? What's on your dress? Your dress,
yeah.
I guess?
So okay. So I'd say about 95% of my wardrobe was donated to me. I am incredibly fortunate.
Same.
Shout out to Bianca, who I'm pretty sure is not in chat at the moment. She's got a 2-year-old
better to do,
and
Bianca?
is very, very busy with him. But yeah, she like donated, like she was a coworker when I came out, helped me come out in the professional setting, and donated so much of her wardrobe. I think it may have been like 3 huge bags, trash bags of clothes.
Oh, wow.
And I am so incredibly fortunate for that. And I've got some people that I want to be able to donate to and pay it forward. But get back to that. It's got fish, bunch of little
Little
wiggly
sailboats, maybe.
designs.
Little starfish. Oh, I love it.
I don't know if there's a sailboat. There's a cassette player,
Oh,
a
okay.
cassette tape. Um, but it's just a fun little piece. So
That's great.
I like my style.
How's your recipe coming?
It is going well. I am currently cutting up some herbs. I've got some parsley, sage, thyme, and chives. So
No,
I
Mary.
am adding that to my pork mixture
Okay.
and trying to work on my chopping skills. But yeah.
It's amazing. I've found that doing Queerantine Kitchen is like I feel like you can cook, you can feel like you're really confident cooking, but as soon as you're cooking and having a conversation with somebody, you're like, now which end of the knife is the sharp part?
Not just having a conversation with somebody, but while having a bunch of viewers.
They're all nice.
I know. I've watched your show, and I love the show that you've got in the channel. It's great.
Thank you. Yes, it's been a fun little activity, although I don't know. People have been asking, am I going to change the name if quarantine ends? When the pandemic is over, am I going to call it something else? And I don't really know. I think, that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for Uber Eats.
And that's okay.
No, there's a cutting board. So I don't really know what to do after the pandemic is over, but I feel like the name is part of the brand, and maybe it'll be QK, just just the letters. But who knows? That's for later. That's for somewhere down the line. I am at the stage where I have just sort of I had my pork tenderloin. I had it dredged in some flour, and I've just browned it off in batches in my pan. And then I'm going to cook some mushrooms and onions and cook those down. And
mushrooms I love mushrooms.
I love mushrooms. And then I will add the meat back in and add some broth and let it just kind of hang out and simmer. And then I'll make the noodles, which is what this batter is going to turn into. Doesn't look like much, but it's real good.
I'll do it. You did a close-up of yours. This is my pork mixture. All the herbs in there. Now it's herbs, not herbs, because there's an H in there.
Herbs. Yeah, that's what I say. QK looks.
You were about to ask something.
I was about to ask something. I forget what it was, so it's probably a lie. But what is how's life down in Atlanta? All right, are you in Atlanta or?
I'm a little bit north of Atlanta, probably about half an hour or so. But let's see, life is good at the moment. I'm staying really busy. I have 2 jobs. I Twitch stream. I'm a single parent to a 3.5-year-old son.
Oh my gosh, you're a busy lady. What's your this is I was actually going to look for a really sort of clunky and awkward segue to talk about your Twitch stream, but you just brought it up so naturally. Well done. You're a born self promoter. So tell us about your Twitch stream. What do you got? What do you do? What's on?
I do a lot of RuneScape. If you're familiar with that, it's an MMORPG, and I played it when I was before I started the Appalachian Trail for many years, and then since then, that was in 2015. I just never really picked it back up again.
Okay.
But then I decided to, I built my first PC, and with that was at the beginning of this year, and I am really happy at the moment because these eggs are actually holding, and
hell yeah.
it might actually work.
We might just pull this off, everybody.
Otherwise, I might just do scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs and like sausage mixture. Okay, I love it.
All right.
Okay,
So I do RuneScape, and we are on Twitch. I am Trans Taco.
Trans Taco. Okay, I love
Trans
it.
Taco. Yep. And I do it's in a really awesome, wholesome community. Recently, Twitch added more tags to be more inclusive. They used to only have the LGBTQ tag, but now they've added on a bunch of different pride, and not just LGBT, but other community tags to really help connect streamers and other viewers to their communities.
That's great. Oh, that's awesome.
So it's really nice, and to go on there, have a place where it can be supported, just play games, have fun. It's nice. It's fun.
Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. And you can check that out, just like if you go on Twitch, search up Trans Taco, and you can watch.
Trans_taco, and there goes the first egg. Wait, I don't know if I can save it. I might not be able to.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, while you're working on that.
That's really weird. That egg is just like.
Oh no. Maybe you can just like mash some meat around it and just sort of like hold it together. And yes, I'm noticing in the chat there's Amy saying there's a joke in here somewhere about cooking eggs on a trans show. Yes. Kelly, I'm not going to call the show Quebec Kelly, even though it's the same. Emily says there's a K in knife. Yeah, but I like the knife. I like the kitchen part. It's the Queerantine part I have to wrestle with. Okay, I've got my stock that's going to be for in a bit. I'll just put a little bit in the pan. Oh yeah. We're sizzling up good, everyone. I got the water boiling. Was there a face hurt?
Was there a what?
I don't know what a face.
Was there a who?
Oh, a face hugger in there. Oh, a face hugger. That's what Shannon is trying to say. She's trying to also segue me into talking about my podcast, maybe.
I haven't listened yet to your podcast, but this is where you watch or talk about horror shows, right? Horror movies.
That's right. Every week we watch a horror movie and talk about it on the podcast. And originally it was because I was, too scared. I was too scared to watch horror movies growing up. They freaked me out too much, and I felt like I was missing out. I felt like horror was getting so like cool and so interesting, and there was a lot of like really neat stuff being done in the horror genre, and I was like, I am missing out so much of this. So I decided, in quarantine, everyone else started banana bread. I started a cooking show and a podcast. But myself and my two co-hosts, Alex and Luke, we just watch a movie and we talk about it. Although I feel like I'm a little bit cursed because I've been trying to finish an edit on an episode about paranormal activity. And the first time I tried, I got about halfway through the episode and my computer glitched and I had to restart the whole thing from scratch, like completely corrupted. And then today I actually finished it. So I finished it. I saved it. It was great. And then my computer was like, you know what? I no longer recognize your hard drive, your portable hard drive. Please, fuck off and die, basically. So I'm like, I don't know what to do.
It's not haunted.
It's definitely haunted. Definitely haunted. And yeah, so I blame the fact that I upset a demon, and you need to get somebody from a church over here to do an exorcism and get in there. Oh, do we see my mom? Oh, is she in there? Did she show up?
Is she there?
No.
Oh, wait. Is she sitting outside?
She is. Oh, yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
That's my mom. That's the back of her head.
Hey, Mom.
She's like, I don't want to be on. What do I do? What do I do? I was like, well, then just don't be in the kitchen and you won't, it's fine. And she's like, but where do I go? And I was like, anywhere except the kitchen.
Okay, so when I was younger, the scariest movie that I thought was out there, believe it or not, E.T.
Oh.
I was so scared of E.T.
I love that. Oh, hello. Happy Pride to you, Jamie K_TG.
Happy Pride. Indeed.
First time watching.
Welcome.
Welcome. So you were scared of E.T. I love that. That's amazing.
And yeah, it took me a while. I think I was maybe like 12 or 13 before I finally was okay. E.T.'s not so bad.
E.T.'s not so bad. I was like a pretty good. I was pretty good with those movies, but I remember watching like things like The Dark Crystal when I was little, which is a really fucked up movie. And I'm surprised it like honestly didn't make me want to watch more horror movies, but maybe it just traumatized me as a kid, because that was horrifying. But yeah, that podcast that comes out every single Monday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hey.
Hi.
Taylor, don't tell people about what my awakening was, and if it was or wasn't E.T. wearing a dress and a wig.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. He's being a shithead, but he's one of my oldest friends, and I haven't found a way to get rid of him yet. He just keeps coming back.
Aww. Okay, I have 3 whole eggs now.
Okay.
3 of them came out. 2 of them didn't. They weren't having a good day in the office.
They're not having a good day. It was Kevin's chili all over again. But I believe earlier you teased something about an Appalachian, however you say that word. Trail.
Appalachian, both work.
You teased something about Appalachian. You had a story about the trail. That word, the titular trail. So,
are you familiar with the Appalachian Trail?
I know of it. Taylor, watch out, man. I know of it, but I have never been, and I don't really know where it exists in the United States either. Somewhere on the east, right? I assume. Southeast?
Yes. So whoops, almost dropped that. Okay, let me find a new spot for this. Over here works. Okay, so the Appalachian Trail, if you wanted to see a map of where it was, it comes all the way from here, down in Georgia, up through 14 states, up the East Coast, up to Maine.
Okay.
You're somewhere right here.
I see it. It's backwards on Instagram, but yes, I can see that is the coast of the states.
Yes, and then that is the Appalachian Trail symbol, the AT.
Okay.
And then this is McAfee Knob in Virginia. That's about 500 miles in of the 2,189 mile long trail.
Now do it in kilometers. How long is that in kilometers?
It is X kilometers.
That is a very cool tattoo, yes. I'm sure somebody will do the math for me.
Well, okay, so a mile is No. A
1.6.
kilometer is 0.6, right?
A kilometer is 1.6 miles.
Okay. So
No. Yes. Is it? A mile? Yes. No, I don't know. A mile is 1.6 kilometers. I think a kilometer is bigger than a mile.
maybe like
I don't know. I actually don't know.
1,400, maybe like
So
1,500 kilometers. I'm a math
3,000
major. I should be able to do this.
3,502 kilometers is the answer.
Okay, then I was
came
way
up with
off.
that
I need
all
to
on my own.
turn in my math degree, apparently.
I think so. Give it to me, and then I'll use it so I don't have to take math at university. I'll just say, "Oh no, I'm good. I'm all good on math." Thanks.
All right, now comes the exciting part in the this process where I encase the eggs.
Ooh. So are you doing? I forget if you said you're doing just a sausage, or you're also doing a breading.
Yes, there is a breading on it, and at the moment I have plastic wrap. If anyone, well, no, you can't see that, can you? So
Can't really see it.
no. Okay, camera, do not fall down.
Don't fall down, camera.
There you go. So I already had a thing of plastic wrap already done, and I'm getting another piece.
What I'm
doing. Are you making your noodles?
I'm making my noodles. I can't really, I'm trying to get it so you can see. But what we've got, here we go. So I've got, these are the cooked noodles. They're kind of like bigger than I thought they were going to be because I don't have a press. Ouch. But they're like, that's what they look like. They're just like little quick and easy. And then I take like a little bit on a spoon and then just drop that into boiling water. And they make all sorts of weird, bumpy, craggly shapes. And there's a lot of surface area for good sauce. And they're just so good. I'm actually gonna, once they're boiled, I'm gonna fry them a little bit in the pan, just because. Get them a little brown. They're a little bit crispy. Whew, we are laughing.
All right, now I gotta set up my what's it called?
Ooh, that's a good air fryer. I'm not.
Oh, you can hear it?
No, Shannon says that is an air fryer, and for underscore dreams photography underscore, I am making this is called Spätzle. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I don't actually know because anytime I've said it in any way in German, I've been corrected. So it's just like flour, egg, and water, or flour, egg, and milk mixed together and fried up. Like super easy, super quick. I'm going to put a little bit of cream in the sauce to help it thicken up. And I'm going to season it as well because I didn't season it. A little bit of Maggi. What's your favorite food, Robin?
Ooh, sushi. Hands down.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
More specific, favorite type of sushi?
Favorite type of sushi is going to have to be uni. So that's sea urchin.
Uni. Oh, I don't know if I've had uni.
You haven't had sea urchin before? It is, it's sometimes pretty tough to find.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually one of the dishes that has it usually has like the market price MP on there because it's not a lot of places have it, but whenever I do find it at a restaurant, most of the time I'll always order a piece. But
a lot of people having sushi in the chat. Well done.
But it's really, really creamy, and it just melts away. And when you pop it in, and my favorite thing is you just press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and then it just slowly melts away.
That sounds really good. I'm glad that I do this cooking show because I always get really hungry after it. Yes, photography. It is done just like pasta. I'm just boiling it in water. I only boil it in water for like not even 2 minutes. You just drop it in, and then when it naturally bobs back up to the surface, that's when it's done. So it only goes in for a couple minutes. It's not like dehydrated pasta or anything. And then I'm finishing it off in a frying pan just to put a little crust on it and give it some flavor. It's coming together really well. Actually, I'm very excited about it.
This right here is my first Scotch egg. Well, with the meat wrapped inside of it.
Okay.
So,
oh, look at that.
Handy trick of using the plastic wrap instead, and then I'm going to wait and do the first one, or this. I'm going to go ahead and do two.
Okay.
I think.
I support you in this endeavor and everything.
And then I'm going to flour, egg, and put on some breadcrumbs.
Ooh, so it's like, I love that it's, oh no. I put the raw dough in with the cooked noodles.
Oh no!
That's okay, we're okay. I can do it. It's all good. We're all fine here. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Hungry, but I'm good.
So you take an egg, you wrap it in some meat and spices, and then you dip it in more egg.
Yep.
And then wrap that in breadcrumbs.
Exactly.
I love that so much. We got a question. No problems missing it from earlier. You're just joining us in it. But Robin, let's rehash the audience on what we're making tonight. So you are making.
I am making Scotch eggs. So they're basically, I've tried to do them as soft boiled. They probably come out as hard boiled at the end. But then I boiled egg with, I'm using pork meat. And it's got a couple different herbs in there, some parsley, thyme, chives, and something else.
No rosemary, though.
No
rosemary. It's because we don't want to get sued by Simon and Garfunkel. That's how we do. Making salmonella. I'm not making salmonella. You get salmonella.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the air fryer can cook the meat all the way through.
I have had no problems with air fryer. They are very good.
So, as I said, this is the first time I've actually used an air fryer.
Okay.
And, I mean, it seems to be working. I turned it on to get it preheated. And, yeah, I'm about to bread these.
I've tried to use my air fryer a couple times to make battered things, and I found that with like a breadcrumb batter, it's a bit better, but it was very easy for the batter to just like fall off. I found. So I haven't quite nailed it, but I will one day. I will get good at it. But not today. Woohoo! There we go.
I think this is about to angrily beep at me.
Yes, they're not the most subtle of kitchen utensils, that's for sure.
Oh, I need to whisk this egg first. What am I doing?
What are you doing? So, what was your story about needing to build a shelter on the Appalachian Trail? Like, we learned about it.
Okay, yes.
Let's hear the story.
So, on the Appalachian Trail, about it's called the Machusick Knot, and it is. Okay. I think it's up in Maine. Yeah, it's up in Maine, and it is notorious as the hardest mile on the trail. Okay. What it is a boulder field.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And this is in the White Mountains, up in wait, no, not Maine, New Hampshire. Excuse me.
I was gonna say. I was like, come on. Of course, it's New Hampshire.
So in New Hampshire, in the White Mountains, which is an incredible, incredible mountain range, like so many amazing views. But down in one of the inside one of the valleys is the Machusick Knot. And what I was doing one day, now my trail name, I went the entire trail, which it took 5 months. My trail name is Peter Pan.
Okay.
So that's what I went by for 5 months. And I was hiking with Clifford, who is this 6.5-foot tall dude with a huge red beard.
Now, why do you think they called him Clifford? No way to know.
So we were doing something called a slack pack, which is when you offhand your main backpack, which I carried a backpack of around 35 to 40 pounds for all my gear.
Okay.
And that was my tent, clothes, food, sleeping bag, water. And with that, we decided to do a slack pack where someone else took our main backpack and further up the trail, because these are some really intense hills. We knew that we were coming up to the Machusick Knot, and we were going to need some help to get through. So we only took, we were setting out to do like a 24-mile day, I think it was. I would average 15 or so.
Yeah.
And as we're going through, the Machusick Knot was the last, 4 or 5 miles that we had to do for the day. And then there's a big climb called the Machusick Ridge that takes you out. We got to the start of the Machusick Knot at like 6:37 p.m. It took us an hour to go 1 mile to get all of ourselves through there. It's that much. You're crawling over and under boulders, trying to get through it. And with that, I gotta get these into the fire. We got to the end. Oh no, you okay?
I'm okay. We just dropped one.
We got to the end and of the Machusick Knot. We still had like 3 miles to go. Thunderstorm.
Uh-oh.
Coming in.
That's what you want in a valley.
Yep. And even better is coming out. It was gonna be. Let's put these. Okay, they are about to go into the fryer. Let's oil this up. And we decided, Clifford is an Eagle Scout as well, and we decided that we were going to not make it before the storm. And because it was a ridgeline, an open ridgeline, we did not want to get caught inside of that thunderstorm.
No, at all. I believe you.
So, let's see here. Pop those in. All right, this is the before.
Okay, that's the before. These are the these are some spätzle in the pan. It's kind of like gnocchi, I guess, but not potato.
All right.
That was heavy. Okay.
Now cook.
Now cook.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
I don't need 15. I want. How long we got? I'm gonna
while you're doing that, I'm gonna let the people know that we have reopened our submission process for the Queerantine Kitchen cookbook, which we are still collecting recipes for. So if you would like to give to the Queerantine cookbook, submit a recipe for consideration. QueerantineKitchen@gmail.com is where you can do that, and we're going to hopefully have some idea of what the book making and development process is going to look like. Hopefully in September, but no firm promise on that because my life is up in the air. I am moving across the whole country in just under 2 months, so
that's going to be so exciting.
I'm looking forward to it like you wouldn't believe. I'm so excited to be there. I'm so excited to like start this next chapter. And so yeah, anyway, Queerantine Kitchen Cookbook, or Queerantine Kitchen at cookbook.com. Submit your recipe and a reason why you're doing that one. If you're just like, I stole this one off Great Eats, then thank you, but we'll probably go in another direction. But if you're like, I cooked this one because my grandma cooked it and it makes me feel close to her, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hiking on boulders. So when did you decide to become a mountain goat? Perfect segue back into it. So you're not gonna make it out of the storm. Storm's coming. You're gonna have to weather the storm.
There you go. And we're both, don't have our sleeping bags. We don't have our tents, but we have the knowledge of building shelters. So we said, all right, we're not going to make it out. We're going to have to sleep here. So we found 2 boulders that were, I don't know, maybe like 6, 7 feet apart. And you take your trekking poles, put them as braces, horizontal braces, then start building up with some decent sized logs, sticks, making an A-frame, putting on smaller sticks. We found leaves, moss, and we built this shelter up. Now, there was, as I said, Malik, I'm 5.5 foot. He's 6.5 foot. So
no.
I went into the shelter as far as I could go, and I was in a sit-down position just like this for the entire night, knees up, and then he was trying to lie down, but his there was I don't know, 1.5 foot of his body that was still outside the shelter. But we had to sleep there on the ground without any of our stuff. The only food I had left were prunes.
Oh, no.
That was my dinner and breakfast.
Well, I guess the answer is you survived because here you are cooking and telling me a story about it. But that sounds like that was harrowing. And for me, I love hiking. I would say I am a level 1 amateur hiker at best. And my whole thing is hike, have fun, go on a hike, never do something that the news would classify as an ordeal on your hike. And so this sounds like a big ordeal. This sounds almost close to a catastrophe. Holy moly.
It could have been a lot more of a catastrophe if we didn't have the skill set of knowing how to build a filter.
Right?
So it came in handy. And then it's come in handy. Going through scouts has definitely come in handy many other times. But yeah, that's been great. That's probably that's one of my many stories about the trail.
That's amazing. And I wish we could, spend all day long talking about trail stories.
I would talk your ear off.
We only have 12 minutes left, but ooh.
And I've got 7 minutes on my timer here, so fingers crossed.
That's very flavorful. All right, so we're gonna have this. We're gonna pair this pork tenderloin with mushrooms and onions and spätzle. We're gonna pair that with a green salad that my mom she's playing Scrabble on her phone. So I guess maybe we'll have salad later.
Well, you told her she didn't want to be in the kitchen, so.
She didn't want to be in the kitchen. I said, do you want a salad bowl? She's like, no, thank you. I'll just come in later. So I don't know what she's up to. She's living her best life out here. And I'm just about done, though. I'm turning the sauce is thickened up real nice. I love the hack of putting a little bit of the water you cooked your pasta in the sauce to thicken it up. I never knew that until about 3 years ago, and so I was just completely mind blown because it's got all that good starch in there.
Yeah,
it's ready to go. So food question for you.
Okay.
Aside from sushi, which maybe you make for yourself on occasion, but is there anything else that you cook that you're really proud of, apart from Scotch eggs, of course, which is what you're making tonight? Is there anything else that's like, ooh, yeah, come to Robin's, you'll get this?
I make a really good chili.
Ooh.
Really good chili.
Okay.
And
okay.
I'll make it. It's a 3-bean chili with some, I guess, Impossible meat style meat in there. But I've had some really good feedback on my chili, and
Oh, nice.
that's really good. That one would take a little bit long for the show because I keep that in the crock pot for like 3-4 hours, like just mulling over. It's so good.
First of all, Taylor, I make an excellent pizza pop. It is delightful, but also, yeah, I love cooking. I don't have a good chili recipe, so I don't know. Maybe if there was a cookbook project that we were collecting recipes for, and someone sent in a chili recipe, just spitballing.
Just maybe.
I love cooking, especially love cooking for people. It doesn't really matter what. If I'm cooking for somebody else or some other people, it's just like so happy. And as mean as Taylor has been in the chat tonight, he was part of a couple weekends up here where we cooked an entire pig over the fire a couple times, and it was really, really hard and really long and really stressful to do, but it was really just a really wonderful sense of community
Oh my God.
making those. And yeah, I like really couldn't have done it without his help. But yeah, I love cooking. I've always loved cooking for people, and I can't wait to dig into this. You've got a question. How many alarms would your chili be?
How many alarms?
How many alarms?
Okay. So I have
1, 2,
a special
2.5.
crock pot that I can have. It's got 3 different sections. So because I have my son, I'll do one, no heat.
Okay.
The middle one is a guest chili. So it's, I don't know. What's the scale? What's the scale of alarms? Is it 3, 5?
I think 5 alarms is the highest, depending on if
5
you go
alarms?
by Ned Flanders' scale. But that was only
Okay.
2.5.
So okay, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with that scale. So compared to that, I'll be off.
Okay, anyway.
I'll say the guest one is probably like a 2.
Okay.
But then you got the real chili, which is probably like a 4. Like, I love spice. Like, spice is so good. I got really close to growing my own ghost peppers a couple years back. And then if you're familiar with the show Hot Ones,
Yep.
I have had both the original Last Stab and the Chocolate Pepper X Last Stab.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's the triple X one because it's got 3 different kinds of the ghost pepper. I think it's in there. But then, yeah. So I love hot sauce. I love spicy food.
So question, because this is true for me, and I'm always interested in finding this out. But I found that my tolerance for spicy stuff really, really changed once I started HRT. And like before, it was like medium is fine for me. And then once I was like on HRT for like a long time, like at least 8 months or something, I was just like, it cannot be hot enough. Like you can't actually make it hot enough. I need it hotter.
So your life got
similar?
spicy once you started hormones.
What can I say? That's a great way to look at it. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Add a little spice to your life. Yeah, no, I don't know if I could tell you whether or not it increased or not. I mean, when I got the Last Stab was after I started my transition. So I guess my tolerance increased. because I was unable to have the last stab.
Maybe. Okay, we'll call it that.
All right. This is just shut off.
Oh, let's see how we did.
Ooh.
How we got? We happy? Oh yeah.
I think I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh yeah.
This is good. Oh yeah. Okay, so one more question because we're running out of time, and I wish I remembered to do this more, but you know, what is your favorite dinosaur?
Pterodactyl.
Oh, that was quite loud.
Headphone. Should I have said before? Headphone users beware.
Watch out, everyone. Sorry, what was that? Pterodactyl. Good choice. That's a good one. Stegosaurus for me. Stegosaurus. Okay, let's see these eggs.
Okay, here we go.
Cut us into them. Oh, it's hot in the kitchen today. It's hot.
Woo.
It's so hot.
And it is runny.
Oh.
Wait, there you go.
Oh,
look at that.
This is mine.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. All right, hey, bring that back up.
You look so good. Yep.
We got to post.
I had to bring a plate.
You bring that plate. Oh, yeah. Looks great. All right. That was awesome. Oh, I'm so happy that looks so awesome. I'm really excited to eat my food and have the salad that goes with it. But we've got a few minutes left, so please, again, tell us where everyone can find you and follow you and be on all the things. Plug away.
Yes. I am Robin Yes Style. You should definitely follow the hashtag FemTongueEnergy.
Yes. That's your thing. There you go. Nope.
You can, and you can find me on Twitch, trans_taco. Link in my bio. And yeah, those are the main places where I'm at. And excited to have everybody there. If you have your own femtongue energy, please use it.
Use that hashtag.
Like it. It's awesome. I love seeing. Okay, so like in the last couple of weeks, longer than that, people have been using it, and it's so fun. I love seeing all of them. It started off just as a silly thing, and it's my personality. I don't know why it started, but it did. And but yeah, it's so great.
That's awesome.
And this has been great. Thank you for having me.
Great. Of course, thank you so much for being on. Excuse me. I'm okay. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for watching, everybody who is watching in the chat.
Yeah.
It was great. Damn it. I'm okay. I'm not dying. I'm not choking. I can still talk. I can still breathe. I'm doing all my first aid checks. We're okay. But talk about choking on your own show, hey? Oh, boy. Anyway, yes, thank you for watching. I'm here on Mondays, and it's not COVID. And yeah, it is a great place. You can follow me. You can submit your recipes, Queerantine Kitchen at gmail.com. And if you want to listen to the horror movie podcast I do, it's a lot of fun. It's called Nothing to Fear. Follow us on Nothing to Fear podcast on Instagram as well. And also, one more time, for the rest of June, actually up until July 2nd, donate to Skipping Stone through my June dresses page. The link is in my bio. Everyone who's given, you're amazing. You fill my heart so much. I would love to push the goal over to $1,500. So if you have people who are like, I don't know who to donate to this year, like there's a ton, of course, there's a million great places to give all the time, but consider that one. Point them in my direction, share my stuff around. It'd be really, really awesome to give some good to a community that's helped me so much, an organization that's helped me so much. Yeah, but thank you again, Robin, for joining. This was wonderful. And bon appetit, everyone. Bye.
So long.